then I started to do the work, y'all, because I had to first and foremost, but then to see that I'm just as driven, just as ambitious, just as much fun without that thing blunting who Dana was becoming. Literally dimming my own light because of other people telling me who I was, who I wasn't. It wasn't until I literally got yanked out of my mess, y'all, had to start doing the work. So I talk about that on here. So today being Monday, let's go. We don't have to gear up and warm up the engine on Monday. No, hit the ground running on Monday. That's what I had to learn. You gotta learn that stuff for yourself, right? Break that stuff down, because as humans, we interpret things in our own way, right? We try to impose on other people. I always tell y'all, when you come here, y'all, like, we joke about that person that came here and was like, I do whatever I want. Exactly. I'm like, do what you want. I share like, hey, this is what I saw. I love wisdom. I love that word now. I always say that, y'all, when I was 12, I thought I knew certain things, right? But man, at 46 now, whew, so much makes sense. And at the same time, so much still doesn't make sense. So now guess what? I recognize it'll never all make sense. Dana just keeps showing up. A lot of us are trying to change the direction of that flow of the river. We're trying to control certain things, Shakori, that we cannot possibly control. It's overwhelming us and we know it. And as soon as we let go, guess what? We start to flow. Because we start to see that we've been standing in our own stream. The stream that's meant to carry us, y'all, if we let go. I'm still working on that, right? Let me plug my book, y'all. Perfect Place, My Perfect Imperfections, right? Can you imagine how much deprogramming I'm still doing? On Amazon, there's an ebook, paperback, and if you want a signed copy, just send me an inbox. I can mail you a signed copy. I typically go to the post office on Fridays. And it's a personalized message, but y'all, I talk about my journey though. You know, what it was like to experience, you know, what it looked like to start to know that I was becoming an alcoholic. And it wasn't until years later, y'all, I was in complete denial, right? All the way up until almost the end, in denial about why I was drinking and what that meant to me. And I always tell people, take a break from anything that you feel like. When people say everything in moderation, y'all, when you think about that, if you're doing something a little bit, been doing this every day, take a little step back. That's it. If you can't, try to figure out why. That's all. Do a little self-assessment. That's all I call it. And when I started doing that, y'all, I'm like, whoa, wait a minute. I have to have this, right? I had to have my drinks every single day. And when I say every day, y'all, no days off. Maybe the first few years, it slowly picked up, right? But man, it was every single day. And on the weekends, earlier, right, Rumi? Couldn't wait for Saturday and Sundays, because I got to drink earlier. Monday through Friday, I had to push through the work day. So if that's you, hang out with us. You know, we talk about that in here. We try to normalize the fact that, hey, that's something that you can stop that pattern. And a lot of times it's stemming from mental health issues, guys, right? I call them mental health issues. Life happens to us. We start burying our head in the sand, or we don't talk about it. We kind of internalize things.